Hello, how's it going? This is Ronaldo Hernandez, and today um made another video about how um breathing wrong or breathing incorrectly ruin my posture. So, okay, this might be kind of dumb to say this, but I mean at the same time I don't think it is because there's a lot of people that don't even know how to breathe right anyway. So it turns out for a long time. I want to say maybe as I was a kid. I'm not really sure when I started doing it, but I've always had a tendency to like brace my core, specifically my abs. Always brace my abs, you know. Um, and For sure, a reason why I did that was because it is probably the main reason why I did that. Was because of me being fat or being overweight. I remember I would be so insecure about how I look, especially that belly I had, all that fat around me, and on top of me doing all what I can to lose the weight, get in shape, but I had a I feel like I developed a bad habit of tightening my abs all the time, like which is another way to say like bracing my core all the time, like 24/7, and you might that might not sound it might not sound bad because I mean there are some information out there that say that, or even some professionals that say that, you should keep your abs tight when you're in your posture and stuff like that. But it turns out this is according to the information I found from like Paul Check. I got a lot of information from him. He's a very smart dude. Um, he kind of touched upon this topic, because I was watching one of his videos about like abdominals and stuff like that, and he touched upon that topic how people have a tendency to always they have like a tightened stomach, they tighten up their stomach, to tighten up their abs, and a lot of times they do that because of insecurity, like they always want to look like they're shredded or they're in shape or but what that does is that it creates like a faulty, like a bad, basically a bad habit of you tightening your abs, and you doing that can result to, well, since you tighten your abs, what it is that you're flexing your spine, that's one of the functions of the abdominals is to flex the spine, and if you're constantly you constantly contracting your abdominals, you're constantly flexing your spine. You're flexing your spine all the time. I mean, you're rounding up your upper spine, and not only that, the core. I mean, yeah, the core. It's a lot of muscles involved. It's not just your abs. Your abs and your glutes. Work together. So if you constantly contract your abs, you're also contracting your glutes too. And since you're doing that, not only will you develop like a hunchback posture or whatever, but you're also gonna develop like a posterior pelvic tilt. And you know what? That's the things that I was dealing with for like such a long time. I just didn't realize it for a long time, and until like kind of like a year or two ago or whatever. But anyways, yeah, you know, um, this bad habit of me breathing like this developed over the years for so long, and things just got worse. And like I said, like I don't know when I started doing this. I probably started doing this when I was a kid because I was fat as a kid, and I'm pretty sure I constantly kept breathing this way for such a long time. But you know what? Yeah, um, man, my fault. I'm all over the place, man. But anyways, um, the way you should kind of breathe is that you should the way it should feel is that your stomach should just kind of let go. Like you should just let go of that tension that you're holding on to if you do tighten up your ass. But if you don't, people don't probably realize it. But you should like it should be relaxed. Your body. Nothing should be tense up. You shouldn't be contracting anything. You should just kind of just be like free. And once I finally let go, and I'm actually gonna make another video on this, like on that moment when I let go, cause all this other shit came up too that I just never dealt with, but it was part of the the healing process. But anyway, um, once you let go, you kind of I feel like you get more in tune with yourself, internally, you know, and it's kind of hard to do, man. Let go. It took me such a long time just to let go, like a long time to let go. But yeah, anyways, I just want to also give you like an idea of what I was experiencing and what were one of the possible reasons why I was basing my app so much, And also I want to touch upon this. I also want to say that the me bracing my abs or constantly contracting my abs, yeah, it messed me up a lot, but I feel like it was also saving me in a way. And I say that because when you're fat, you're unhealthy as hell, man. Like you are unhealthy. Like you have a lot of toxins and you're fat. On top of that, you might be fat because of inflammation in your organs, which is why some people have like, if you look at people who have like protruding bellies, in I mean, it, the reason why it could be protruding is because like something in your organs is like inflamed, and so the abdominals are not able to do its job and keep everything in the way it should be. On top of that, you have fat on top of it too, so that's why people's like belly hang sometimes, whatever. But yeah, um, um, me constantly contracting my abs would probably, for sure, it was like kind of hiding everything that I was actually kind of, what's the word, like everything that I was dealing with like on a physiological level, because not only did I have posture issues, but I had a lot of like like intestinal issues, and like I had a lot of skin problems like dandruff and athlete's foot, um, and with the organs, it's not confirmed because I never, well, the doctors couldn't really figure it out. My tests come out normal, but I didn't feel normal. But anyways, like I would deal with a lot of constipation, and this was during my me contracting my abs. So, but once I actually started breathing correctly, I noticed I had a lot of diarrhea, and that made me think that my colon was inflamed the whole time. That's when I started thinking that my organs are inflamed because my I was having constant diarrhea, like no matter what. After I finally started breathing correctly, like, everything I ate, I was just fucking constantly going to the bathroom, like just coming out. And not only that, I always had a bladder issue too. Like I always have to use the bathroom, especially at night, and I ruined my sleep. And so, oh yeah, on top of that, I had things like some kidney issues. My kidneys were kind of inflamed. I say that because I started fasting in order to fix all these things. And when I was fasting, I was kind of I wouldn't say I passed kidney stones, but I had sediment in my pee, and that could be a result. Well, that's because I took precautions for that, but I took precautions for my body to break down the kidney stones, and like it will come out a lot easier. But yeah, like I had sediment in my pee a lot when I was doing the fasting, and so this all so me bracing my abs was not only like masking the problem I was dealing with insecurities, but it was also but it developed postural deformities, postural issues, and it was also masking the problems I was dealing with on a physiological level. By that I mean like what was going on inside my body, and and yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. Um, just want to explain. I kind of just want to just express yeah, I just kind of want to, just show that what bracing the core, constantly bracing your abs, tightening your abs is doing to your health. It's not a good thing. It's not a healthy thing. And if you realize that you're doing it, you gotta stop. Yeah, it's trust me, man. I've been through a lot of bullshit with that shit. Excuse my language, but I mean I just cuss naturally, but I'm trying to tone it down for all these videos because I do want people watching because I feel like so many people are dealing with this kind of issues and they don't even realize it, or maybe they do realize it and they're trying to get some kind of like more info or try to get someone's experience on it. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it on there and keep making some more videos about these topics. And thank you for tuning in. And this is Fast Life.